It's Holly here from Your Past is a Gift. Okay, so in this video I wanted to talk about what we left off with in the previous video. So to get an understanding of how things work. Now I was talking about when people are serving you and you're too busy looking at your phone that you can't even look up to place your order, or you can't even look up to say thank you. If you're one of these people that's constantly looking at their phone, to keep their distance and to keep disconnected. Now, if you really stop to think about it, how are you making that other person feel? Because if you can't even be bothered to look up from your phone to order a coffee, for example. Let's stay with the order a coffee because so many people do it. Yeah, go to coffee shops, order a coffee, go to work. So you're ordering your coffee, not even looking up from your phone, pretending you're so busy, or maybe you are so busy, okay? But you're making that other person that is serving you feel that they're not important enough for you to even stop for 1 second to look at them, to place an order. And this is what it all comes down to. And this is what I really want to talk about in this video, and maybe in the ones to follow. How we make others feel. Because by doing that, you're making that person feel that they're not important. They're not important enough for you to stop for 1 minute to look up, place your order, say thank you. You don't have 1 minute to look up and place an order and talk to this person. So you're making them feel that they're not important. And now I'm going to swish this around for you. So for those of you who do not understand why people are rude in this way, I'm going to make it perfectly clear. Now, when we treat others like they're not important, it's because we feel that we're not important. No matter how big this person may look to you, you know, how successful or how wonderful they look on the outside, that, oh, I'm so busy and I've got all this going on and I haven't got enough time to look up and place my order with you because I'm so busy, I'm so successful. I'm so ambitious. Okay, but the truth of it is that they're not important in themselves. They don't feel important. And somewhere along the line, they've been made to feel that they're not important. Someone in their life, and I'm mainly going back to childhood because these are the memories that we create, the experiences that have the deeper roots within us. Somewhere in their childhood, they were made to feel that they weren't important. There was an adult that didn't have time for them, or an adult that made them feel that they weren't worthy of their love. They weren't important enough for them to give them their time, to give them their love, to give them anything. They were too busy for this child. And so this child grows up and goes out into the world already feeling that they're not important. And so they go out into the world to treat others like you're not important. Okay, if I had to go through my whole childhood feeling invisible, my parents didn't have time for me, then I'm going to treat you the way I feel inside. I'm going to treat you like you're invisible and you're not important enough for my time. So next time you see someone behaving in that way, rather than think how rude or make a comment to make them feel bad about how they're behaving, I want you to start to open up your eyes. I want you to stop judging things from the outside and start to understand our behaviors of how we treat others. When we treat others like they're not important, it's because we don't feel important. When we treat others like they're invisible, it's because we feel inside that we've always been invisible. So I want you to really start observing the world around you. Really start looking at it, because for the longest time, all we've been taught is to judge that this is right and that is wrong. That's all we've known. That's all we've been taught. Judge this and judge that and label this and label that. But I want you to think outside those boxes for once in your life. Think outside of that. Don't judge it. Just observe it for what it really, really is. And when you see someone being rude to someone else, when you see someone saying hurtful things to someone else, rather than look at the person that's being abused, if you like, I want you to start observing the abuser. Start observing where it's coming from. I want you to start to look at the pain that is causing that behavior. Because someone that feels good about who they are doesn't put others down. You don't need to. You don't need to. There's no need to do anything but want to lift others up when you feel good about who you are. All you want to do is make others feel good about who they are. It's the truth of it. If you feel good as a human being, if you feel that you're valuable, if you feel that you have so much to contribute to the world, all you want to do is help others to feel the same way that you do. And the same goes for if you feel bad about who you are. You want others to feel that too. Do you understand? Because that's quite a big thing to understand today. It's quite a big aha moment. When you feel good about who you are, all you want is to make others feel good about who they are. You want to lift them up. You want to encourage them. You want them to see all the wonderful things inside of them. But when you feel bad about who you are, when you don't see your value and you don't see your worth, and you think you're not good enough, that's all you want to do to other people. You want them to feel. You want them to know how you feel, how it feels to feel worthless and not good enough. You want them to know what your pain is. You want them to feel that pain. And when you feel worthless and when you feel that you're not good enough, that pain creates this anger, and this is what you express out into the world. That pain. And that's why people are rude, and that's why people abuse other people, and that's why people go out to shoot others and create these massive killings that keep showing up in the news because of their pain. They want to hurt others so that others will know how it feels to be in that pain all the time. So really think about it. Really think about it. And start to observe. Stop judging it. Start observing it. Observe the behaviors of people around you, how they're behaving, how they're talking to others, how they're interacting with others. And instead of thinking, oh, how rude, or there's no need for that, start to wonder what the need is. Why do they need to treat others like they're not important? Why do they need to treat others with abuse or with anger? Why do they need to be rude? Why is the question. Why? Why is there this need? And then you will start to understand. All right, my darlings? I love you guys. Right, remember to click like and subscribe below so you don't miss any of the messages, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.